Now it's time to use the information I taught you. I prepared an exercise about R graphs. I want to explain you the steps or the different questions for that exercise. And ultimately, your product should look like this. So we want to produce this graph. It's a simple XY plot, but I made several formatting change in it, and it definitely is some kind of a compendium about all the different arguments or functions for R graphs I taught you in the last 2 videos. So the first thing is you should get familiar with the data set rivers. So it's called rivers and it's in a dataset package, so you have it on your computer and it's up to you to get familiar with that dataset. You should find out how many observations in that dataset are, and the number of observations should be the x-axis. So here is the number of observations, whereas on the y-axis I have the length of the rivers in miles in this case. So you would then plot the rivers against the index. Basically there are 2 ways of how you can do this. You can create x and y values and you can only plot rivers. It would give you the same result, because the default is that if you would plot a data set, it would be plotted against its index. But it's up to you how you do it. After that, you should name the labels and the header and just give it a meaningful name so that it's clear what this dataset and what this graph is about. I also used different colorations for that. And the last point would be to choose an appropriate symbol, so not the default symbol, for the points in your XY plot, and color those symbols in green. So please stop this video now and try to solve these questions, and as soon as you're done you can play it again, because I'm now gonna present the solution. To get familiar with this dataset, you would press question mark rivers, and this would get you the basic description of this dataset, and you would also learn that you have 141 observations, so that is the index. So the number of observations should be the x-axis. You could do it like I did it here. I made the sequence from 1 to 141, and this is my x. You can also skip this part, because if you would just plot rivers, it will give you the same result. But for exercise purposes, I think it is totally useful to also make this step. Y is then rivers. And now it comes to the plot. So I now have plot x and y, and let's go through the arguments in this plot. I have color, which in this case is green, so this is for the symbols in it. PCH 20, those are full dots. I got the main title, length of major North American rivers, so this is what you can see here, and I made it red with a col.main argument. xlab I totally deleted, and ylab I called it length in miles. This was Martin from r-tutorials.com. Please do not forget to subscribe and to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if you found it helpful. If you have any questions, you can contact me directly at my website r-tutorials.com, or you could, for example, leave a comment. Furthermore, just take a look at the other videos I prepared for you on the topic of R programming.